Ahoy fellas, Dag here, and today for Free to Play Friday we're going to be covering Atlas Reactor. Now, Atlas Reactor, for me at least, is the first of its kind to be covered here on Free to Play Friday, insofar that it is a game that was pay to play, like the vast majority of games. You pay your money, you play the game. Well, after that it went kind of free to play, in that it had a starter edition, in which you could play PvP and co-op, but not ranked, and the player would also be locked into the free weekly rotation of characters, without the option to buy any permanently, without purchasing the full version. This changed, however, on the 17th of January 2017, when Atlas Reactor went fully free to play, allowing for the purchase of characters and skins using in-game currency and end-of-match loot drops. Also, allegedly guaranteed to not have a double of something you already own, which is a nice touch. So, what is it? Atlas Reactor, to the first glance, appears to be yet another MOBA entering the arena looking to take another slice of the remarkably lucrative competitive PvP arena genre. And to be fair, all the hallmarks are there. A roster of varied characters to play, referred to as freelancers. Classes for the aforementioned characters to fall into, denoting the kind of playstyle that they are most suited to, be it tank, assault or support. It even includes certain areas of the map that camouflage your character if you hide in them. So far so generic, right? Well, you'd almost be forgiven for thinking so. However, Atlas takes all of these elements and makes one major change to the way the game works. It's turn-based. In order to keep the pace of the game brisk, everyone on both teams only gets 20 seconds to decide what to do with their upcoming turn. Then all of the preparation, last second dodges, attack and movement happen in quick succession, and in that order. This is both where part of the game's challenge and charm come into play, in fairly equal measure. The key to Atlas Reactor isn't lightning fast reaction times, it's knowledge. Both of the game's mechanics and your chosen freelancer's abilities. And that's a thought that appeals to me a lot. So, what does it do well? Atlas Reactor does a very respectable job of blending two very on-trend but very different game genres, both from Dota 2 or League of Legends, depending on personal preference, and the likes of XCOM. All games that have shown to be very, very popular in the last few years, and is au fait enough with both of these styles of gameplay to bend them in such a way that it feels right, as though this is how things have always been. And granted, I haven't really had as much time with this game hands-on as I would have liked in order to fully realise the nuance that this game offers. The mod system seems to offer modifiers and customizations to a freelancer's existing skills to give them extra range or shorter cooldowns, helping to keep players with enough variety in terms of playstyle, even within the same character type. Where does it fall down? Well, initially the game can be quite confusing to muddle through, especially with the amount of gameplay mechanics that you need to have a decent grasp of before you can actually play the game to any sort of level, which might be a little off-putting for some players. Also, the number of freelancers is still quite sparse, especially when compared to the likes of Dota 2, and although that seems like a slightly unfair comment given how much longer Dota 2 has been around than Atlas Reactor, having said that, Atlas Reactor actually has 5 more freelancers than it did at its original launch, so this seems to be being addressed over the course of the game's update schedule. So who would I recommend this game to? Well, if you're looking for an alternative to the hardcore Twitch Reflex MOBA options available, you really could do a lot worse than Atlas Reactor. However, make sure that you're adequately prepared for intensely tactical play and strategizing, because that is going to be a massive part of the game. Well, I have been Dag. This has been Atlas Reactor on Free to Play Friday. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all on Monday. Bye bye.